We are neither nutritionists or medical providers. The topics discussed on this show are from our own research and experiences. Please consult your medical provider before attempting anything discussed on this show. Welcome to another episode of Sjogren Strong. This is Lupe.
And this is Brian.
And today we want to talk about ownership.
So own it.
I kind of want to open myself up. I want to bear some truths. I want to talk about how lately I've been blaming everything on Sjogren's, and I don't think everything is because of Sjogren's. For example, I've put on about 20 pounds, and I'm tall, so it's not really noticeable. My family hasn't really noticed it. Friends haven't said anything. But I've noticed it on my clothes. I have a muffin top. My clothes don't fit. They're kind of tight, I just don't feel comfortable wearing certain things. And it's not because of Sjogren's. It's because I haven't been eating properly. I've been consuming too much junk. I've been having, along with my healthy lunch, because I still want to eat healthy. So along with my healthy lunch, I've been consuming Reese's Pieces and too many trips to Starbucks and chips. And last week I decided no more. And last week I started exercising and really pushing myself. And I said no more. I am not going to blame everything on Sjogren's anymore.
So Lupe and I have been talking about it, and I can stand to lose a few pounds myself. So we've decided that we are going to hold each other accountable. We are going to take 100% ownership of this situation. For example, it's easy to say it's too hot out, we shouldn't hike. But we have a treadmill, we have an exercise bike in the home, and we have fans so we can help keep the heat down. But it's easy to make an excuse and blame something else so we don't feel like we're making poor decisions. And in reality, it is. And I'm the same way as well. Some days, or some nights, I should say, I just want to go home, sit down and relax. Well, it's 5:30 and there's chores that need to be done. And I could jump on the treadmill myself or get a little bit of exercise in, grab the dogs and go for an extra walk. But it's easy to go, tomorrow. And we've decided that that's going to stop.
And we've been saying tomorrow for several months already, and these are the results. I gained 20 pounds, and I'm really disappointed in myself because I say, I'll start tomorrow, or I didn't start tomorrow, so I'm planning, let's say you're planning to, and you know what, this is me. I'm talking about my experience. I want everybody to know this is about me. I just wanted to share it. It's easy to say, I'm going to start exercising on Monday. And then Monday rolls around. You already made a poor decision because I already had 2-3 peanut butter cups. And you're like, well, that already ruined my day. So I'm just going to start. Well, I'm not going to start tomorrow. I'll just start next Monday, And that's how the story goes. Next Monday. Or you'll say, I'll start the first of the month next month. And that's the way it's been for me for the last couple of months. And I'm just fed up with my own excuses, and I'm done. And I told Brian, I'm going to hold you accountable. You're going to hold me accountable. And that's what we've been doing since last week. I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not too sure. But last week I hopped on the treadmill for 45 minutes. And yes, I got a little bit hot. I just, hey, Brian, where's the fan? And he brought me the fan. And then Saturday, we kind of took it easy, running errands. We had family things going on. And Sunday, we banged out, I believe it was 5-6 miles. And it was kind of a mountain in Brightwood. It was an incline. So, it was strenuous.
And you know what? It was hot. And we lived.
We did.
So It was 75 degrees on the mountain, but we were in full sun a lot of the way. And yeah, we stopped and took some breaks in the shade. I can tell when the heat's getting to Lupe. She shuts her mouth.
Hey, what are you saying? Hey.
She'll start to fall back a little bit. And I can sense it. I don't hear her feet kicking the rocks. I don't hear footsteps behind me. I find shade. She walks to me. We take a break. We get some water in us. And 5-10 minutes, she's good to go. And we start hiking again.
Like a wounded animal, I kind of...
She starts to segregate herself from the pack.
Yeah. I mean, I think I do that because I don't want to slow you down, and I don't want to admit to myself and to everybody that I'm struggling, because I want to push through, and that's not good for me, and that's not good for anybody to do that, because you kind of you're not going to want to do it the following weekend. You're just it's discouraging, you know what I mean? So don't push yourself, pace yourself.
I'm never going to leave you alone in the wilderness. You know that. And where we hike and where we like to go, we like to be away from people. So, getting hurt where we were, that's a helicopter ride. That's search and rescue. There's no way I would have been able to carry you out. Some of the trail was non-existent with the last snow melt. We were literally, scaling some shale rock that's loose and falling down the hill just to get across one part. So, we have to take care of each other. And yeah, sometimes I get worried about, maybe we shouldn't have done this. Is she going to be okay? But, the reality and truth to the matter is, yeah, she's going to be okay. I know what to look for. She knows what to look for. We have plenty of water. We have things to cool her down with. And, we have enough education and training to get through whatever presents itself, in my opinion.
I think when I started school, I was like, well, that's my excuse. I can't do this. I can't do that because I'm in school. I'm doing homework on the weekends. Okay, so that's why I gained 20 pounds, maybe. And now what's my excuse now? School's been out for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So yes, no more excuses. No more excuses for me. No more Sjogren's is keeping me from doing this. Yes, Sjogren's has changed my life, and I've had to adjust my life because of Sjogren's. But I'm just tired of using it as an excuse, as a crutch. I can't do this because of Sjogren's. No, I'm just not doing it because I'm being lazy. I mean, even if I don't want to cook, usually Brian does the cooking. But sometimes when he can't, he's tired, he's working late, What's keeping me from opening a can of soup, a healthy soup? It's just pure laziness on my part, because when I get home, I sit my behind down and I don't get up. The only thing that makes me get up is going to the restroom, and I've had enough, and it stops. It stops here.
Basically, what this boils down to is we are taking ownership of what we feel is some unhealthy behavior. And we're going to push ourselves this summer to make better decisions, not buy and bring junk into the home. Tonight, I'm working late. However, I'm going to go home and I'm going to cook a decent meal instead of, hey, should we just get Del Taco on the way home? It's easy to do things like that. And it's going to stop today. We have weighed ourselves, and we are going to share this with those in the Living Sjogren Strong group on Facebook, just so it's not out to the world, because, it's kind of embarrassing, even for me. And I'm going to preface this before we get to the goal. The walk for Sjogren's is on Saturday, October 19th for Los Angeles. So it's the LA area walk for Sjogren's Syndrome Foundation. And by October 19th, we are going to weigh in that morning before we go, and we'll do a little live stream. And we want you to help hold us accountable to these goals we're getting ready to share with you. And we're going to talk more about the walk coming up. But I weighed myself this morning, and I weighed 258 pounds. And my goal is to lose 20 pounds by October 19th. So, Lupe?
I weighed myself, and I weigh 150. I was like, what? And you know what, though? It didn't happen overnight. It's been inching up for days and weeks and months. And I'm like, well, shoot, it's my Sjogren's, it's inflammation. It's, I'm not taking my anti-inflammatory pill properly. That's why I'm gaining weight, but as soon as I get back on track, I'll lose the weight. No, it doesn't, it doesn't work like that. It's what you're putting into your body. It's the lack of exercise That's why, for me anyways, I'm talking about me, I've always been about 120, 125, and I'm not talking high school. I'm talking a few months ago, so it's not Sjogren's, I believe. I believe it's what I'm consuming and just being lazy for me. So my ideal weight is 125. I want to be between 125 and 130. I got about 20 pounds and I believe I can do it. Again, I have to watch what I eat. And I'm in. I got 20 pounds. I can do it. Well, till October, right?
October 19th. Safely lose a pound a week and hit our goal.
I think I'll be okay. You know what? I'm putting it out there because I want you guys to hold me accountable. I'll make myself accountable because I shared it. You know what I mean?
It's peer pressure now. We don't want to get cyber bullied by you.
We won't, but still,
Okay, so on to the 2019 Los Angeles Area Walk for the Sjogren's Syndrome Foundation. The LA Walk is happening at the La Mirada Community Regional Park. There will be a link in the show notes. If at all possible, if you live in the Los Angeles, Orange County, and you would like to join us, we invite you to join our team. We have started a fundraising team for the Sjogren Syndrome Foundation. We will be there and we will be walking, and there will be a link to our team in the show notes below. We would love to have you, meet you. We even want to get together and do some walks to train up for this beforehand. So we invite you to join the team. Now, if you join the team, the commitment is to raise $250 that goes to the Sjogren Syndrome Foundation. They provide you with a page. You can put your smiling little picture up there and, send a link out to your friends, do your social posts so people are taken to your page so their donations are attributed to you and your fundraising efforts. And or if you are not able to join the Living Sjogren Strong 2019 Los Angeles Area Walk team, you can also donate. So if you would like to donate to the Sjogren's Syndrome Foundation, it is a 501c3 nonprofit, so it is tax deductible. You can do so at the same link below. And cheer us along. Hold us accountable.
We'll have a bit more information next week because the kickoff phone call is tomorrow. So tomorrow, I think we'll ask all the questions and then let you know. But the way that it's going to work, I think we have, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, 4 people who have signed up for our group, to our group.
There's 3 on the team right now. A 4th is supposed to be coming online, but she's traveling today. And we've already raised some money towards the team goal. And listen, as soon as I personally hit my $250 goal, I'm going to stop sharing my link and I'm going to share the link of whoever needs the help on our team. So if you've only raised $150, I'm going to share your link if you're the lowest person on that poll. And Lupe is going to do the same. Once she hits her $250 goal, we're going to start sharing other people's links and encourage people to donate to you for being on the team and go from there. Nothing that we've read states you're responsible for the balance if you didn't raise your $250. But again, the planning meeting's tomorrow, which is yesterday when you're listening to this.
And we did do the walk last year, and it was just a participation fee to enroll, I think. And I believe it was $40. And we really wanted to do it. So, and you get a cool shirt.
Yeah, and as you raise money, the more you raise, you get some cool takeaways, which is awesome.
And you get to meet other Shogies.
There are companies there with samples, and that's where we met Priscilla.
Yeah, and we met the CEO, Steve, the CEO. So, that it was a pretty cool experience last year.
Yeah, it was a good time. So if you're in the area, we would love for you to join us. If you're not in the area, we would love for you to support the Living Sjogren Strong team in support of the Sjogren Syndrome Foundation.
Yes, Sjogren's has changed my life, but I'm tired of using it as a crutch to be lazy and make poor decisions. I am done. I'm very excited to see how much better I will feel when I stop using my diagnosis as an excuse. Until next time, sip constantly and stay hydrated.